I've been in LA for like 3 weeks and I've been asked the question, what do you do? A lot of times. It's very similar to the family type question, so what are you doing with your life? There's a lot of pressure to answer that question and to sound very impressive in your answer, because otherwise you kind of sound like you're just like a tiny little worm, just worming your way around and figuring things out. Which, that's what we all are, right? Literally, that's all everyone is. We're just figuring it out as we go, but the trick is to sound like you know what you're doing, because then people believe you and give you opportunities. That's life. That's life. But it's fine. I'll spare you guys a mild existential panic. I'm just kidding. I won't. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk about it. VidCon was last week, and I always find that that's a super good time to kind of reflect. It's a nice checkpoint to say, how am I doing? And to be honest, I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with myself and how things have progressed, and I'm pretty pumped about it. Each and every time I go to things and I meet people who watch what I make or who pay attention to what I make, and I talk to you guys, it affects me very, very deeply at a level that I can't really adequately describe. There were so many times where people were saying things to me, and I hate that this is how I reacted, but they were saying things to me and I just kept reacting by going like this with my hands and then going back like this. Like, this is what I did. Like, this is it. This is what happened. And let me try and translate what that gesture means. Hi, what you're saying is really nice to me, and I would love to be able to adequately explain my expression of gratitude towards you. However, I can't, so I'm just gonna back away and put my hands like here to kind of hide. I did a workshop on Friday of VidCon, so a week ago, and we talked about mental health and YouTube, and it was something that I was really passionate about. It's something I worked pretty hard on, and it was something that I loved doing a whole lot. It was so good to do it. I loved doing it, I loved listening, I loved hearing stories, and I loved telling stories. It was fantastic, and I loved it a lot. I spent like an hour afterwards talking to people outside of the room where we did the workshop, and this gesture was happening a lot, but it was a really important experience, I think, for me as a person in my process. One of my favorite things about my personality that I love doing is when I experience something that is so good and important for me, I like to feel it as completely as I possibly can and then kind of file it away, because knowing me, there are going to be nights that are bad nights. There are going to be moments that are bad moments, and I'm going to hate myself because that's just how I am as a person. And in those moments, what I love to do is kind of take those memories out, those positive experiences, and say, you know what, in this moment, everything made sense. In this moment, I was happy. And I can remember that and say, you know what, I want to get to more moments like that. And it pushes me through. It's something that helps me a ton. I'm not saying that I'd be nothing without the support of people, but I'd probably be a really sad something, right? Because when people say kind things to you, when people uplift you when they don't have to, it is so crucial to anyone's process, not just my own. It is so crucial. Be nice to people that you don't have to be nice to, right? Go out of your way to be nice to people, because it could mean everything to them. And I'm talking to myself too, because I forget that sometimes. Just be good to people. That's pretty much all I wanted to say though. Just kind of throw some feelings at the camera. I hope you guys are having an excellent day, wherever you are, and I will see you on Monday. Again, thank you to anyone who came to the mental health workshop at VidCon last week. Thanks to everyone who stopped and said hi. To the people I didn't get to say hi to, I'm sorry, and I love you very, very much. Hopefully there will be another time that we can say hi. But yeah, VidCon, I'm exhausted still, and it's been a week. Still healing, still getting it together. We're figuring it out.